What's good, my D-Sats Gang 1992, and today I'm back with another video. If you guys did not watch my last video, please go watch it. That was one of my best videos that I've ever posted. In my opinion, I feel like I really was vulnerable and open. So I just want you guys to watch it if you haven't watched it. But today I'm just basically going to come out with this video because I just want to talk about just basically to the group that we have so much odds against us. Like literally since the day that we're born and brought into this world, we have so much odds stacked against us. Like it's so hard for us to make it because we didn't have certain things that we should have had, and because of that, that made life more complicated for us. Whereas if other people may have life more easier than us, we, on the other hand, we basically had to go through a lot to get where we are right now. And to those group of people, I just want to let you guys know that we are strong and we could just keep it moving. I know that on times people may try to feel us less, may try to make us feel like we're less than. And just always remember that we are a threat in those people's eyes. Whether they want to admit it, whether they don't, it's just what it is. We constantly go into these environments where these people just feel the need to hate on us for whatever reason. And I always say this, I don't give that attention, but I do recognize that it's because I have something in me that those people don't have within them. So they want to hate, and I'm gonna get a little bit personal. As far as me being stacked with a lot of odds, I lost my mom at a very young age. I was 13. I lost her to thyroid cancer. So with that being said, my father wasn't in the country at that time, and I had just a lot going on personally, and I made it through all of that. And those were odds stacked against me. I couldn't even imagine, somebody who has grown up with their mom and has had their mom in their whole entire life being ungrateful for that. And I've learned so much along the way. I had to face a lot of battles that I wasn't ready for. And even though I felt like I wasn't ready for those battles at that time, God knew that I was already ready for those battles. And at times, I went against my better judgment with a lot of things. I went against myself. At times, I didn't believe in me. And because I didn't believe in me, that is what kept me from where I'm at right now. It's just the lack of confidence within me. And with all of these odds against me, you could only imagine, I feel like a double reason why I should give up. But for some reason, I just kept going. And I know that there's a group of people out there that has had a lot going on in their life since they were young. And I know that y'all look back at your life and say, wow, I can't believe I got this far. And it's because it is possible. It is possible that we can grow in so many ways and become the best version of ourselves, but we have to not let our ego get in the way of that. And your ego is your lower self. It's not your higher self, because your higher self wants you to be the best version of you, but your ego doesn't. And I had to start getting rid of that ego. I had to realize what voice was steering me the right way and what voice wasn't. And I also had to put that trust within me, because with all of these odds stacked against me, I already had a lot going on, and then to not believe in myself made it even worse. But when I started to grow within and I started to acknowledge of how much and how far I have come, it started to really make me see I can battle anything and I can overcome anything. And I feel like we as a collective, we need to come on platforms and preach this to people who are feeling the same way, who feel like they can't make it or they won't make it because they didn't have the life that they wanted. No one wants to lose a parent at a young age. No one wants to grow up without that parent. No one wants to live moments without that parent in it. But sometimes we have to look at the bigger picture here. And I know that my mom is in a better place. And I know that as long as I continue to strive to be the best version of myself, that I'm going to make her proud. And she's always with me. That is one thing. When our loved ones leave us, they're always with us. They're always around us. They're always encouraging us. They're always watching us. I I truly believe that when people die, they don't leave you permanently. Mm-mm. You know, but that's up to you to figure that out. It was so many days when I felt like I was pushed into a corner where I just couldn't do it. It was so many times when I just was like, I just don't know what to do anymore. It's like I take one step forward and then something else comes in the path and it tries to knock me off of where I'm trying to go. But what I had to realize is that that is a part of life. And there's always going to be challenges. There's never going to be a dull moment for us. There's never going to be just a moment where everything is perfect, or it can be, and it is possible, but there's always going to be something to try to come in that way, in our way, and try to knock us off of that. And we have to truly understand and believe that we are strong. That strength comes from within us. And we have to keep that. And we have to also encourage others who's maybe feeling low at this time to keep going. This is what we're here for. You know, I've always mentioned this in my videos of people finding what their true purpose is. Because if you don't find that, to me, you're never going to find the ultimate happiness. What are you here for? What are you on earth for? What are you here to actually change? What makes you feel good about when you think about changing it? You know, my thing is counseling. Like, I want to help people. I want to counsel people. I want to help people with trauma. I want to help people with all types of areas. I want to uplift people. I want to show people that there is a way out of your misery. There is a way out of it. There's always a good side. There's always a bad side. But you cannot ever let the bad side override the good side. And this is what I want to be a voice for. Because I understand truly within me that this is what I am here for. And other people have their own purposes. And this is, I feel like YouTube is one of my purposes. One of my platforms to actually say what it is and actually go forward and uplift people. Because I know what it feels like in those times when I was low and I didn't have anybody there for me. I went through a lot, especially after my mom's passing. I went through a lot within me. I no longer had that one person that was there for me. I no longer had a mother to go home to. I no longer had a stable home. I was bouncing from house to house for many years, putting my trust in people who fed me a bunch of lies because I wanted to feel like a family. I wanted to feel like a home. And years down the line, I met my best friend and I became a part of her family, and that is to this day still my family. I was able to find a place where I fit in, a place where I can actually call home, people that I can actually rely on. So I'm here to tell you guys, it's not impossible to find people who's going to be there for you. It's not impossible for you to grow. It's not impossible for you to move past your pain. It's not impossible. You have to make it possible for you to grow. Heal those wounds that no longer serve you. Because it's not serving you for your highest good. And I always say that. If it's not serving you, if it's not pushing you towards something positive, get rid of it. It does not need to be here. We need to start feeling this confidence within us. Look at all of the shit that we've been through. And we're going to sit here and question ourselves? Are we stupid or what? You know? Like, that's what it comes down to. You stupid or what? It's not, and you know what? It's not even about being stupid. It's just about that lack of confidence of just not acknowledging ourselves, not loving ourselves, not giving us that love, but we're quick to give it to somebody else. We're quick to uplift the next person, but we don't uplift ourselves. You're a fraud if you're doing that. You got to uplift you first, and then you uplift others. It was so many times when I spoke on Instagram and I put out all of these videos, and here I am doing the opposite of what I'm preaching. So I make sure that when I started this platform on YouTube, that I was going to actually be taking you guys down this journey with me. So that way ain't no fakeness going on. Whatever I'm saying is because I'm working on it. Whatever I'm preaching is because I've been through it. It ain't nothing fake on this channel and never will be. But there are people who do come on these platforms and do preach the word for others to do good, but they're doing wrong in their own corner. And that's for them to battle. That's their own demon that they need to get rid of and actually become their authentic selves. Because it's not easy. This world is always going to bring up things in us that we don't want to go through. Maybe we're not prepared to go through. But whether you think you're not, you have to put that faith and that trust within yourself and within God and make sure, and you already know God got you. Because God got you like ain't no other person on this earth would ever have you. I don't care how much you love them. Because God knows you and you know you. And no matter what, people use manipulation against us. People who we love manipulate us and try to encourage us to do everything but good. So if you don't have that trust within you and within God, you will not make it on earth at all. If you are relying on the next person to uplift you, or if you're relying on the next person to push you forward and you can't do it for yourself, what you doing? Really, take a moment and think of what is it that you're doing? Stop lacking that self-confidence. Don't let what happened in your childhood, don't let what happened in your life in general from back then to now to dictate who you are. A lot of people, they don't get to live in their true purpose because they allow that to overcome them. A lot of people fall into addictions. A lot of people fall just like blatantly give up. Just give up. It's normal for us to think about giving up. Trust me, it is. We're human at the end of the day, and we go through things. But it's all about how you handle that. Are you really just going to let your ego talk you down? You really going to let it do that to you? That's a shame. Because you could be so much more. So for all of you, those who the odds been stacked against y'all on my boat, let's keep it moving. Let's break the cycles that no longer serve anyone's highest good. Let's start getting out here. Let's start encouraging others. Let's start pushing ourselves. Let's continue to push ourselves. Let's continue to have faith in God and within us. And we will continue to make a difference here. Let's stop this separation. Let's stop this judgment. I can't judge you. You can't judge me. Because at the end of the day, we all are one and we all go through things. We are human at the end of the day. So I hope that you guys are enjoying this snowy day and staying safe. I just wanted to drop this video. And let's just keep it moving. Let's stay strong as a team. Let's continue to empower people. Speak the word of God. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no spiritual thing. I mean, no religious thing. Let me correct myself. Because I am very spiritual, but I am not religious. And again, I have nothing against religion. That is what they believe in. If I have something against them, then I'm judging them. That's not cool. What you don't want to come to you, don't do it to others. So y'all take care and enjoy this night. And if I don't make another video tomorrow, enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourself. Stay positive. And always, always keep in mind that God is with you if you don't feel like anyone else is.